So we're here today in Birmingham and it's pissing it down, but we got like loads of people here, so hopefully we can outreach to people. We're going to be here for how long, like 6 hours or something, so I would definitely look into making that joke. Yeah. What's that? You're eating plants now? Ding dong. He's got bread in his hand and he's like, I don't eat plants. Jesus Christ, I'm going to die.
I came
what
from
a lovely little
Canada,
lunch. This is vegan food.
all
the way from Canada.
to hand out cards.
We've caught a Canadian.
Canadian.
We have in the wild. They are real. They're actually real.
That's what I do.
Love them. Love. Do you know what this is?
You have to excuse me, I'm really out of here.
Oh, okay. So we're showing people what happens to animals.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So anywhere you go, like this is what's going to happen to animals.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, so if you eat, meat, eggs, dairy, cheese, and stuff like that, then an animal had to go through that.
Well, I'll have to get a bit closer to actually see the
Yeah. If you want to.
I'm only deaf and I can hardly see it.
I feel you there with this sight. This is these are calves.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are cows, and they have their throats slit after being bolt gunned in the head.
Right.
And that's for like beef.
So they don't actually raise calves then?
Some of them they will raise,
Yes.
but some of them they'll kill for veal.
Oh, right.
Because
okay.
they're males, and
Only because I don't eat much meat, so I'm not that into what happens. So.
yeah. But with dairy, because it's kind of attached to the meat industry, because if they are male cows, like male calves, those are eggs. Because they're male, again, if they're male, they can't produce eggs, the chickens. And if they're
Going straight through a shrink?
yeah, that's a macerator.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
If they don't do that, they'll put them in a bag and let them suffocate, or they'll smother them in some way. All these babies.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and then there we've got vivisection, like animal testing.
Yes.
Basically, if we keep looking at animals as if they mean nothing, we can just do anything we want to them, and that's absolutely fine.
Well, why isn't more of this publicised?
Because I think it's so ingrained in our culture, and there's so much money. Like everywhere you go, 3 times a
Money
day.
seems to be ruling everything these days.
Yeah. But three times a day we sit down to eat, typically, and a lot of the time, especially in the UK, our plate is full of animal products, dairy, cheese, eggs, and those are piglets. And I've been in those. That's a farrowing crate.
Yes.
That's where they raise the babies, and you see the mums. They're stuck in this crate that's about the size of them. They can't move for about 2 months. And then they have all these babies, and they crush some of them.
Oh my.
They just die. I have pictures on my phone of them in bins, dead.
Well, I mean, me being me the way I think, because somebody's actually in the business of raising, particularly that pork, you think they'd look after them? So they get the most out of what they're actually putting in?
You would think so, but how can you really look after an animal if, that's kind of the things you see.
Yes.
But how can you really have that urge to look after them if you see them as products? Like, it's just cheaper to just treat.
Well, it's just the way I think.
Yeah.
If a sow has, say, 15 piglets, you want to raise all of 15?
Well, the thing is,
Profit-wise, it's
yeah,
more
well-
benefit of the way I think.
that's a gas. They're going to gas. This is how they kill them. I live in Norwich,
Yes.
and it's just in Norfolk. It's full of pig farms, and that's where they go. They get sent off, like gassed to death, and then they rise.
I always thought they were electrocuted.
No, some of them are electrocuted, but it's cheaper to just gas them.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. But if we're not vegan, if we don't consider animals, then this is what's going to happen, and it won't really how do you really treat? Even if we were treating them nicely, how would?
So are all of you from Norfolk?
No, there's a few of us.
Oh,
There's
right.
fewer. But yeah, how?
I could just said there. I thought.
No, come
All
up.
come down.
Yeah, we just want to outreach and show people that even if you do this in a nice way, you look after them first.
Yeah.
If someone treated me really well and then shot me in the head, they didn't really care for me, or.
Oh, no.
But yet, being vegan here, in the UK, it's just so easy. There's vegan options just everywhere. You can go to a shop like Tesco, even do a meal deal with an all-day breakfast sandwich, and all you have to do to just avoid this, and is you not paying for it, is just buy vegan. Like, don't buy leather. Like, I've got vegan leather boots on. You know, easy. You know,
Well, I
don't.
mean, even again today, we're a society now, a throwaway society, aren't we today?
You mean like consumerist sort of thing? Yeah.
And everything.
Well, that contributes, because if we just see them as things like commodities, but that inside each one of them, it's hard to look at them, because they are, every single one of them was someone.
Do you actually get any input at all from the government on things like this? I mean, they obviously know it's going on.
Well, they know, yeah, but it's more like welfareist, you know, a push for like maybe more space and more stuff, but that's not helpful to the animals,
Well,
because then that still happens to them.
Yeah. I mean, when we come across to everybody in the world that we care for animals.
Yeah, we're a nation of animal lovers, but if you tell me that happens in the UK, we're animal lovers. This is like UK footage. Some of this is also Australian, and like, yeah. And I've been in farms, and yeah.
So have you actually been into any of these places then?
Yeah, I can show you right now where I've been. Go on my Instagram. I'll show you a farrowing crate. Here, look, this was where I went, and that's a farrowing crate. And just as far as the eye could see, all these bait. Look at them.
Yeah.
And on the floor, you just went in dead, flies all over them. They've been there for ages. And then look how small the mother has. And then in a moment, you're going to see a bin. There we go, full of babies.
That really is unreal.
Yeah.
I'm glad I stopped.
Yeah, I'm glad you stopped, because I just want people to know, because it's just so. But if you ever want to,
It really ought to be.
there's a QR code there, you can see more if you want to.
I'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
I've got my glasses.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so
Thank you so
for your
much.
time.
Have a good day. He like literally, he was just like, I'm so glad I stopped. Like, you could see in his eyes, he was like looking like he was nearly gonna like cry. I feel quite like, you just want them to see what you've seen. It's just mind blowing that we're having to just be here in the rain trying to tell people, and because they don't even know. Like, he had no idea. Like, how do you go through your life not making that connection with the animal in the packet? Hey guys, do you know what this is?
For the animals.
Yeah, we're showing footage of standard practice of all animal products. So we've got all these shops over here, they sell this.
Yeah.
Do you eat animals and like milk, cheese,
Yeah,
like dairy?
I've just had some chicken. Not
Would you eat like a dog?
no.
No? But like, what would you say is like really different about like a dog, chicken, a cow, pig?
Dogs have feelings.
You don't think chickens have feelings? Well, they've been. Do you know what sentience is?
What, sorry?
Sentience. So sentience is what we have, the ability to perceive.
Yeah.
Animals have that. So pigs, cows, chickens, dogs aren't special. Like, they are just like us. So anything that you do to a dog, like there's a dog right there, if I hung them upside down, slit their throat, like what they do with chickens,
Yeah.
or gas them or something like that, that would be terrible to, you know.
Do you advocate for the like pollution kind of side of it?
Oh, you mean like the environmental stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, plant-based eating is more environmentally friendly, but ultimately, for us, it boils down to, you wouldn't want this to do all these things to a human, you wouldn't want to do all these things to a dog, and there's like the same sort of experience is going to be for the chickens, the cows, the pigs. So if you wouldn't do it to, you know, me or that doggy over there, then, you know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's dairy.
Yeah, I get the point to be fair, but
Yeah. We're just trying to raise awareness, because we're talking about trillions of animals being killed. Like, we can't even like picture the number, and it's everywhere. You go in Tesco, and all of those things are like.
where's this video going?
Which videos? Those?
No, the ones I've taken of us.
Oh, they'll just, if you don't want it, you can just be blurred out, or you don't be included. But it's just to raise awareness, because these conversations are so
Do they
important.
go on like TikTok or something?
They can go on TikTok.
Oh, Sam, I get famous.
You want to get famous? You want to be on TikTok? No, but yeah, the more people who obviously see, the better.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people who say, oh, bacon though, and it tastes nice, and it's like we wouldn't accept that. Jeffrey, you know, like Jeffrey Dahmer, the cannibal, he really enjoyed the taste of human flesh.
Yeah. No, it's a good message to but we'll try to cut down.
You try and cut down? Yeah. Well, here's a little card if you just want to see its QR. You can see like documentaries, and it's better to know, isn't it, what happens, and yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, thank you for talking to me in the rain. Cheers.
Quick rundown, how do you think that last conversation was?
I think it worries me sometimes when people are quite passive, like that they might not actually be thinking, and they're just trying to like agree with you so it doesn't become an argument. So you never know with that sort of conversation, but it felt like there was kind of something going in there because they were challenging it slightly, but who fucking knows with these things, do they, baby?
We'll see.
I want one who can't help but make a little bacon comment. Bacon though, bacon though. I'd be like, right, come here, you little twat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily about. I don't necessarily think it's wrong, because I think everyone. I mean,
You don't think that's wrong?
no, I don't necessarily think it is, because I mean,
Well, a little thing, right? Do you think if it's not good enough to watch, do you think it's good enough that we put it in our mouths?